Hello, this is Eric from Wisdom Heart. Let's talk about how to sit for meditation. It may seem like a strange thing to even talk about, given the fact that you've been sitting for most of your life. It's something that you just wanted to do as a child, and you accomplished it. It's something that you know a lot about. In fact, you even tell your pets, your dog, sit. So what's the challenge when it comes to sitting for meditation? Part of the challenge is that our daily lifestyle, the way that we hold our body during our work day, the postures that we use in our work, the postures that we employ when we're in our off time, our relaxation time, they're not supportive of the meditative state. So that when we hear the instruction to sit at full attention with no tension, in a sense it's easy for many people to overcompensate and to assume a posture that's ramrod straight. But it's clear from this image that that posture as well does not facilitate the meditative awareness. It's too rigid. We want to be able to sit with our spine straight, but not stiff. Look at this image and you'll see that the shoulders are relaxed, the chin is balanced parallel to the ground, the knees are below the hips, which makes it possible to have a straight spine with natural curves so it's not stiff. This is in a chair, but the same principles apply if you're sitting on a cushion. It's important that the cushion be high enough so that the knees are below the hips. This is a simple geometrical principle, a mechanical principle that allows the spine to assume its elegant, long, and natural position. If there's no elevation of the sit bones onto a cushion, the tendency is to slouch. And when you slouch, the mind becomes foggy, becomes distracted, becomes lost in murky kinds of dreams and imaginations. At the same time, we don't want to create an arch in the back. Notice how the chin here is lifted. The chin starts drifting up in this posture. It's quite likely, it's almost certain that you're beginning to fantasize, to dream, and to get lost in thoughts. So whether you choose to sit in a chair, it's important to have these basic principles of the knees below the hips, the shoulders released, the spine long, the eyes closed, the chest open. And the same if you're sitting on a cushion. Some people are hesitant to use blankets to raise the seat. There's no maximum. You need to do it so it works for your body. It's also possible to sit on a bench. These are for sale on the internet, meditation benches. They're designed in such a way that actually facilitate the natural posture. If you're going to sit on the ground, which is in some ways very ideal, because as you sit on the floor, folding your legs, the blood pressure drops a bit, which facilitates the relaxation response. One way is to assume the easy pose. The legs are simply, like some would call it, Indian style, just resting on the floor in front of you. The hands comfortably on the lap. Again, eyes closed, spine long. Or you might want to pull one leg in slightly. Sometimes this is called the adept's pose or the quarter lotus, where you're snugging one of the feet inside the calf and thigh of the other leg. You can go further, although going further has nothing to do with having a more correct posture. And as I tell all the students here, all the awards have been previously distributed, so you won't be getting one. If you sit in half lotus, It means pulling one of the feet up on top of the thigh of the opposite leg. And full lotus is where both feet are pressing into the thigh bones of the opposite leg. Again, if this isn't a comfortable and natural posture for you, do not assume it. There's no special reward. The key here is to have your spine long and straight, but not stiff. Keep your knees below your hips. Let your sit bones be grounded, pressing down to the cushion or the chair, to have the eyes closed and the chest open. These simple guidelines will allow you to assume a posture that actually embodies and supports the meditative state.